Hi Pisces Rising, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their rising sign in the zodiac sign of Pisces. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find wonderful you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you, and then we'll get a major arcana card, and then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has already been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. Alright, let's get your first card for love for Pisces Rising. Alright, beautiful. We have the Emperor. Getting a stand-up person, a stand-up guy. This is a person of great leadership who has done more than enough to get to this Emperor status. This will be counterpart to the Empress. I do notice the emblem here with the African continent symbol on their shoulders, so that could be significant. But they come bearing gifts. Very stoic energy, but they're a go-getter. They see what they want and they go get it. One who does not play games. This could be a father. They're a good father. I do get a great sense of integrity. And then stability and security being very important also here too with the 4 energy. A very loving person as well with the Cancerian energy of 4th house being present. This is a card of Aries, so that could also be very significant as well. And then as I say that, I'm noticing the throne. It's very distinguished, very detailed, very unique. And then I'm also getting like a pink and purple hue with this throne also too. I'm getting that being about a sense of elevation. Being in higher realm. Golden mountains, I do see. Like the energy from within this Emperor. I get that also being like a strong representation of the outer. So someone who's also very holistic. Very in tune. They could be into metaphysics. Or anything non-conventional. And then the beard could be significant. I do get the style of this Emperor being more about them being an old soul. And then red and blue are going to be significant also here too, where I get electric and magnetic energy. And then I just get this being a component of the Empress. The balanced state from within the Emperor, who's a great entrepreneur here too. So that's beautiful. Very nice, Pisces. All right. Let's get your money card for Pisces rising. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. Now for this reversal, right away I got no longer being tired, no longer feeling worn out, no longer feeling like you're doing shit to be doing shit, no longer feeling like you're a part of 5 of Wands energy, having to fight all the time. Manifestations may have not been coming through. So with this overturning, I get all of this in the upright being over, and that's it. 9s are about completion. And then I do see an 11 of justice coming through. Strength also being significant here. But the main one I'm getting is justice. So justice coming through for anything that may have been connected to this. And this being in your money, with justice taking place in your money section, anything that's been imbalanced, unfair, or not right is being made right. And then wands is going to be fire energy. This is more fire. This is a lot of fire. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. So you could have a cusping energy of Aries, and that being a correlating energy to the Emperor energy here. But you can see this person having been bruised, bandaged. Looking at this Five of Wands, holding this Ace of Wands here. And then I get a sense of daylight. Something being brought to daylight. Maybe wanting to be hidden in the dark. Let's get your U card for Pisces rising. U card for Pisces rising. U card for Pisces rising. I'm not gonna take that because those, well, we'll go ahead. We will go ahead. That's just a lot of cards, and well, everything happens for a reason. So what we have here is the Ace of Swords reversed. There being no clarity, there being lies on the scene. Let me scoot these over because this is going to be a nice little interesting set of cards here. And then the Ace energy will be about new cycles beginning on truth, clarity, integrity, honor, everything that the upright Ace of Swords would represent. Swords is going to be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Seven of Cups reversed. This is a card of Pisces. So what I do get here is this being no longer confused. Like there being no more confusion about confusion is what I get here with these first two cards. Where there was some kind of distortion here. Deceit. Possible theft. Imbalanced energy. 7 energy of Libra will be here. And then I do get a contract connected with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Here's the theft. 7 of Swords. So someone being sneaky, lying, being deceptive, doing what it takes to win at all costs, with the 5 of Swords being held. Causing indecision of a 2 of Swords, so it's just going to be a component of what's all here. And then I do get the yellow hue energy surrounding this particular energy, where I'm not getting it associated with anything high vibrational. Is going to be a part of these cups here, and the 7 energy being here. Now this 7 is upright, but this is also going to be about stealing, lying, being deceptive, 5 of Swords, backstabbing, causing a lot of pain and hurt, doing what it takes to win at all costs. Also participating in these acts with the impression that they won't get caught. And with this card being here along with these other cards here, this energy I feel is a part of wanting to cause this confusion, everything that was here. This 7 upright will speak to this actual 7 of Swords and what you actually have here with the reverse 7 of imbalance. This is going to be more air energy. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Right now we do have 8 swords here, so this is also going to be a stuck energy. So someone who may have wanted you to be stuck. I know I don't get this being you. I feel that this is pertaining to a situation that has happened in your life. And the story's playing out. It may even be seen with the way that these cards are presenting themselves and everything unfolding, the truth unfolding. It could be your beautiful energy of water also too. And the reason why all of this is taking place. So then let's see what the next card is. Four Cups. Someone not taking an opportunity and possibly taking what they could and leaving. Or doing, behaving in this manner because they didn't take an opportunity. I get this being of the same energy here. This person may have, and I'm just going to say what comes to me. This person may have pretended to be this person here because this is a 4 energy here and this is a 4 energy here. But you can see there's no class to this person. They're not even a page. There's here. This is a minor arcana card. This is going to be a major arcana. So I get this being about that elevation energy. So this being a past person here who caused a lot of ruckus. I get it related to what's here and then also why the Emperor is now here. But you can see a divine offer being given, someone with their arms crossed, refusing. And then possibly indulging in this 3 of Cups here. And typically with this energy, it wouldn't necessarily be about happiness. It would be about third parties, excessive partying, vices. It's the 3 energy from here and the hurtful energy from the 3 of Swords. So third parties, backstabbing, betrayal, lying, deceit, everything that's here, it's lined up alongside this person here. And then we do have, I'm getting this 7 and this 4 coming together to create an 11 that's related to the energy of justice. These cards together, 7 and 7, 14, plus 4 is going to be 18 of the Moon card of secrets, illusions, delusions, and then 19 with the sword here being present is going to be the Sun, so illumination of the truth. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I get this person involving themselves in a situation that they may not have wanted to be in, and that being why they didn't take the opportunity. That was being offered from Divine, this being the third party situation here with the 3 energy being here. And then maybe having, I'm not going to say a family because this is not a family, especially with this shitty ass foundation, maybe having a baby. I'm getting like pretending, like going through like ceremonial services, it all being fake as fuck, and everyone surrounding them not having a clue about what really happens behind closed doors when these people go home. Pentacles energy is going to be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And here's the bride. Oh shit. Queen of Swords reversed. Someone who's super bitchy. And I'm just going to do this here because this will be the connect of the Three of Pentacles. We'll put this here because this will be speaking to the connection. We may even have some alignment here with the actual truth of what's coming out, aligned with each of these cards. So this Queen of Swords is falling underneath this Seven of Swords here too. That could be significant. They're even, the evidence is right there with the sword that they hold in their hand and that sword right there. So this Queen of Sword energy, also participating in deceptive acts. With this energy coming through, I do get this being a masculine, the pretender, the one, and I think that's why I was getting so much from this Three of Cups here too, because it's going to apply to not only this person, but who it is that they decided to get into connection with, which will be this person here. So they each have the energy of Eight of Swords. Boom. This person even, I'm getting Nine of Swords, because they're being illuminated and seen for their truth and being a fallen angel, maybe even a false angel, and pretending to be something. They're both pretenders. But Nine of Swords will be someone, and this, I'm getting karma. As I say Nine of Swords, I'm noticing that 9 pertaining to this energy over here, and this being, I do get this being a lot of you, with you being in your own section of money here, and this shit being over. So Nine of Swords, this person will be very much in their head now because of what they may have done connected to this here. And usually with stealing, money is going to be associated. So I am going to, I get it being everything that's a part of your reading, actually, and not just being money, but whatever's happened in love and why this Emperor is present. And I did say that before. So Nine of Swords, the Nine energy will also speak to another completion that's coming through here for you. I just get like a distortion here too with that Moon card energy. The Moon card is actually a card of 9, it being a card of 18 that comes together to create a 9. So I get there being confusion also too about the true 9 energy. And that 9 in the upright is connected to Sagittarius, Jupiter being the ruler, but it's high spirituality and spiritual being, and the presence of that contractual energy of the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and that 7 energy being significant. And then it'll also be here too. And so I was going to continue speaking on what this actually means, the Queen of Swords reversed. But they did something here in order to get this here. You can see their hand welcoming this in. But their sword being in this reverse energy, starting on shitty ass foundation. And it being presented possibly by this Queen of Swords reverse, with this being the first card that was here. This is a very interesting reading, Pisces risings. Alright. And then Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy will be here. This is counterpart to the King of Swords reversed. So it's the feminine energy to the King of Swords reverse of manipulation, being cutting, cold, conniving. Like I'm getting superiorly bitchy, whining. Very imbalanced and unfair, unruly. Lack of vision, closed-minded. Maybe unwell also too. And false representation of an actual queen. Let's get your next card. Temperance reverse. Now, with this card coming after this Queen of Swords reverse, I get a major sense of disrespect. They may have even attached themselves to a lot of you in order to try to be in the likes of you, but not coming close because one can only be themselves. But I get impatience here. I don't even get the sanctity and the spirituality of this actual cup. Energy that I see here with the Two of Cups being significant for this Queen of Swords reverse. If anything, I get this being about mistreatment towards a lot of you who are going to be here. And actually being an Earth Angel, Two of Cups not taking place. Here's that King and that Crown reversed. So for a lot of you, and I do get feminine energy here, there's a path here that led to a king, and it may be this King of, I just get this being the King of Swords reverse. And so that could be pertaining to this. I also see too, like a distance being kept. That being part of the manipulation here possibly when it comes to a king. This being in the upright, you will see that present with this angel here. And the Two of Cups of significant agape love, equal exchange. I do see a mirroring energy with the dip of the toe. With the foot formation that's here. I also get to, with this coming after the Queen of Swords reverse, this also being about this Queen of Swords reverse not being an Earth Angel, not being a twin flame, and that being more of the false representation. I also see this triangle here too. And that also being a part of some false representation. This 14 comes together to create a 5 energy. So that being about transformation. Pretty much we reap what we sow. But this is going to be impatience. With this coming after the Queen of Swords. Next card, yeah. Gosh dang. Unhappy home. 4 Wands reverse. This is 2 twin flame cards in reverse. Not and not. You are not. That's what I get there. And I just get, you know, being in this connection with this person, this King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords reversed, I feel why this is happening is because changes were not made for the better. And so people stewing in low vibrational connections, partnerships, being deluded and believing that they could get in relationships regardless of how the foundation starts, as if this is gonna last. But this being the truth also here too. Four Wands reversed. This is instability. It's also going to speak to the imbalanced energy with the 4 being here and that 4 applying to this energy here. This could also be about actions coming from this Queen of Swords and wanting to cause some kind of disruption in order to maintain this here, hiding this behind their back. Because I noticed I made space for these cards when I was going to do 3, 3, and 3. That's not happening here. So I also feel that 3, 3, 3 energy that actually makes a 9. That's going to speak to a completion, but it's also going to speak to the third party situation, to the true Empress and the power that actually upholds this entire reading, which is going to be the Empress, counterpart to the Emperor, who's present here for the Empress because of what's here. This is more fire. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Ophiuchus. It's also becoming daylight outside. I've got this artificial light on. The sun is beginning to rise here. So that's just taking me back to the illumination, the light of day, things being seen in the light, that 501 energy being pertinent. Next card. Yep. Jeez Louise. What this Queen of Swords is hiding behind their back. I feel too the setup even being, and you have 5 cards here, transformation and change. It also being related possibly to sexual attraction, and that being a part of, a foundation that's not healthy. But wanting to get away from that alignment of this 7 of Swords here too, and they can't. It's a stuck energy, and they're going to be there regardless. But this also being what it is, I feel that this Queen of Swords reverse is hiding is this abrasive and aggressive and overreactive energy of harming, being harmful towards you, with this being in the you section. Us around here, we're angels of integrity. So anything negative is not going to be, it's not going to be a representation of you. And that could have been projected onto you too, with that 501 there too, and having to defend yourself. So let's see what this Knight of Swords energy, I get this being coming from the Queen of Swords reverse here. Let's see what they're rushing towards. If this ain't, oh my God. And then the Mars aura notification just popped up on my phone. So I'll take that as confirmation of this message here, that I was just getting ready to leave my lips. My pretty lips. They're unhappy. So they want to make others unhappy too. 10 of Cups reverse. The 10 of Cups is the happiest, one of the happiest cards of the damn deck. And you had the Sun card energy come through, and that being one of the happiest cards of the deck too. But all these reversals, that Sun is going to be represented also too, just like this 10 of Cups reverse. And there being a lot of unhappiness here. Hurt people hurt people. And so with me putting these cards here, notice how energetically those landed. So it could even be while the Queen of Swords was taking part in this action, they were also hiding and protecting the King of Swords reverse. And them not even being really a King of Swords reverse. They're actually a knight. Not even a knight. And I mentioned that earlier. They're not even a page. They're just there. So this could be more of the facade energy. Just to keep up show, but actually participating in this energy here to cause disruption of a happy home. 2 people desiring and destined to be together, to have a family. This actually being a family, what a true family is. On stable foundation, on solid foundation. Being given to by the ancestors, protected, loved, appreciated, receptive, equal exchange. This 10 is in reverse, but even if it's in reverse, it's still going to be a 10, and it's still going to be relevant for who it's meant to go to. So regardless of the actions of others who want to be deceit, lying, cheating, backstabbing, betrayal, the happiness is here and it's meant for you. Just because these people are unhappy does not mean that others have to be unhappy too. And I feel that this is also why this is coming to light here. That's too bad. That's let me be quiet. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue here. We'll just go ahead and we'll do this here. The Devil. And guess where this Devil card is going to be landing? Right on the face of this Queen of Swords reverse. They can't get away from the truth. And that's how, like, I can move these cards all which way. It don't matter. The truth is coming through. It's here. It's present. The truth is the truth also too. So I get a lot of you being in your power, and in you being in your power, it's reflecting what does not resonate with you in your powerful self, with you being in your powerful state. Truth here deflecting and illuminating the lies. So this is the toxicity energy, wanting to take away from a happy couple and happy family and have you both bound and chained here in this yucky energy, darkness. And that'll speak to that reversal energy of the sun and then the Ten of Cups here. And this is very similar. It's not the same energy, but it's very similar in format to the Lover's card, where you would have a sense of Adam and Eve, the tree of wisdom, the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, being represented, I should say, the tree of knowledge and the tree of life being represented by the divine masculine and divine feminine. But I get this being about the projections of two people who are actually stuck in their own toxicity and their own hell. This being the lower vibration, wanting you to believe and projecting onto you with their bullshit what it is that they feel, and wanting to have you and your person, you and your emperor, if you're the empress, in this particular state. False representation. So this 15 here creates a 6. Sixes are about unconditional love. I also see, if you remember me speaking on the distinction and the distinguishment and the uniqueness of this throne, this is going to be more that false representation of this person being a wannabe and overdoing it, just doing too much and doing so much bad that it just continues to dig like a deeper, whatever they wanted to dig for you and your person, they actually dug it for themselves and took themselves lower than the lowest of all the lows. And this upright energy, as I see, like these look like bat wings to me, but this is going to be that not the angel energy. You have the devil energy with wings here. Fallen angel who fell into hell. My goodness. Oh my gosh. And so it could have been, you know, this gossiping, like the Knight of Swords will be about that, lying, saying things that aren't true, coming at happiness just because someone's super mad about their own lives and their own selves and their own choices and their own shittiness, but wanting to portray somebody that they're not, and then possibly, you know, putting the emperor in the light of this here too, and it coming off that way and being believed to a certain degree. But I also get this being with the color scheme. What's here? So this could also be with this unhappy home shit, like fighting back and forth, just a lot of unhappiness and feeling chained and bound. You don't have to stay in anything that you're not happy with. And that could be about, you know, false beliefs. Having a perspective that if you get married to someone, you have to stay on that shit, even though it started on shitty ass foundation. So let's move on. Tower on that ass. So here's two people. And here's the red and the blue. Like, I just get you and an emperor being the truth, and two people wanted to try to take you both down, to try to hone in on your light and your shine, you both being earth angels, and try to take from you and be you. And it got so high up, full of shit, it's not sustainable. It's built on this, look at this cold ass foundation, covered in ice. That's Block City all the way through. So from the start, it wasn't going anywhere. None of this was going anywhere. It was I don't want to say a complete waste, because everything happens for a reason. And what we put out there is what we get back. So it's all for lesson and all for the greatest good. But some better choices could have been made by these two people, and now they're a part of this energy here. And this is consecutive energy. We go from the 15 to the 16. So that just speaks to being on the right path. The angels wanting to come through. Spirit coming through and knocking this shit down. And then here's 3 windows here that'll speak to that 3 energy of the pain connected to the 3 of Swords. That's a part of the 7 of Swords and all of this other bullshit. This comes together to create the 7. Towards a Hierophant and a High Priestess. Theft. Towards a Hierophant and a High Priestess. Success. That's you, boo. And this will be the integral 6. And not this fabricated energy of 6 designed to look like unconditional love. Like even this leg formation kind of looks like a heart. That's false. Untrue. That's not true love between these people. This is addictions, obsessions, toxicities, indulgences, like all this shit that came through. It's all over this, and it's all done here too. Busted up and gone boom. So that success can come through. The truth can come through, so that your life can be lived the way that it's supposed to be. And then I do see similar energy to the dress here. But this being completely new for you here. And I do get a lot of you being this Empress here who's winning. The 6 energy, I'm getting the 2 fish energy. Each of those fish holding a 3 energy, doubling up to create the 6 of success here for you. And then here's the 2 people back here, powering up and putting behind what does not serve you. Not even paying attention or being bothered by these people who have created this whole stew of a mess. This being in the you section here too. You paying it no mind, being in your power, being lifted up, being supported, being seen for your truth, for being the truth, and living your world the way that you want to live it. The white horse here will speak to the purity and the truth versus what you see here with this reversal Knight of Swords, who's the pretender. It's just pretend. Like all this is pretend. Even that white here with this Queen of Swords, you see that's reversed. Oh my goodness. But having victory. And then I do see a 4 of Wands being a part. You moving towards your manifestations. Here they were attempted to be blocked, and that being in the money section. So you moving, you being in your money, you being in your stability, your connection, your union, your happy home. Receiving the fruits of your labor from your 3 of Wands of manifesting. Coming from you. Your Ace of Wands energy that you hold and have been given as your God-given right here on this earth, to be able to be that magician, that magi, and that creator, because it's your world. So I also see you wearing a wreath, and this wreath going towards the person that you love. That's here. This being strong, unconditional love here. And then I also see mirroring energy here. This creating the 10 energy that's here with this 10 of Cups that represents you and your person. that someone wanted to create on false pretenses here, and then it just all blowing up in their face. Not only because of the way that they did it, but how they did it and who they did it towards. So again, the mirroring energy here, even though this is a 6 and this is a 4, you can see the similarities here and how reflective they are. Even if we had them here, it would be reflective. To create a 10, and that 10 just going right back to Saturn. Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn, Capricorn being 10th house. 10th house is about business, career, work. Also here too. So all your hard work, receiving success and being seen and recognized, loved and appreciated. Red, gold, and green, I do get that being about karma. Saturn is also very, very much, it's the karma planet, pretty much. And so I get that being very strong here, connected to the 6 energy that wanted to come from the 6 from the Devil card. Union, 4 wands, twin flame. You have 2 twin flame cards here. So with the 4 wands being present here, that's going to be significant. Speaking to the red energy from the wings, and you both being earth angels. The red and blue that wanted to be confiscated, that energy magnetic and electric, also being here with the Emperor. And the importance of that red being here with the Empress, speaking to that magnetization and moving towards the fire that you both hold, that being the twin flame energy also too. This is super pretty. But you both have offerings in your hand to give to each other. I see that also there too. Beautiful energy. Alright, let's get your major arcana. So this is great. Overall, despite all this shit, you win. And it's not even about winning. This is you being in your power. It's your life. So you're always winning. It's your world to be in, to live in, and to enjoy. So being in your power, being strong, being a force, being in your knowing and your truth, nothing can come against you. If God be for you, who can come against you? No one. Let's get your major arcana. For Pisces rising, this is so aligned with what I have for your title. This is so dope. Pisces rising, I'll show you in a second here. Pisces rising. And so I'm also getting to the mention of, and here's that wannabe energy, like the past person. They just weren't ready, obviously. But this being minor arcana, this is going to be about victory. And the 3 energy of the double 3 to make this 6 will be that Empress energy. So that is going to be major arcana energy multiplied. To speak to the powerhouse energy, especially with what you see here, that's mega Empress energy. Mega Empress energy. Just like I fucking said. Star card. Shit. And it almost looks like the moon card. So transmuting that energy of the 2 Pisces energy that I got too, that represents the 2 fish that I got for the 2 3s. That'll confirm also here too. And then the consecutive energy, Devil, Tower, Star. 15, 16, 17. This comes together to create an 8. This is going to be more Saturn energy, which is more karma energy, which is more of beautiful blessing and benefic, loving energy. Of what we put out there is what we get back. 2 vessel energies, the 2 cups. going to be the true temperance energy, the angel right here. The blue energy is going to be Pisces. You can see the beauty that's at the third eye here, speaking to the divinity, but how it is that you're destined, and also aligned and in tune. Being here as a Pisces rising, you're superiorly special. And then I also see your destiny of the Three of Pentacles that was confiscated here, being right here for you. It's meant for you. Nothing can be taken from you. And this is a huge pentacle energy that I'm getting here. So that'll just speak to everything that I spoke on here, and anything unfair, imbalanced, unjust being made right. Right here. Congratulations, Pisces rising. This is so nice. But this will be your true Two of Cups. I don't get this being about dumping out anything. I feel that this is about the beauty of you and how you just make things all beautiful. Even if they are shitty, you make it beautiful. You're a giver. You give back to the earth. You replenish and you nourish. You're a wholesome energy. A very beautiful and loving energy. A very graceful energy. You love being outdoors. Oh my God, this is it. With the water. You're the oasis. That's so pretty. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I love this. That is so pretty. And then I just channeled, and look, here's the star. I just channeled a lot of hearts, representing a lot of love. Here's the lips. So I get that Emperor energy. For a lot of you as Divine Feminine, Empress energy, they love your lips. Period. And so Three of Pentacles coming through. You're just destined for greatness. People love you. People love to work with you, work together with you, and vice versa. You're a charm. You're a wonderful presence in everyone whose path you cross in their lives, whether they know it or not. But you're awesome. You're the star. So I get also to being very multifaceted, full of talent, full of gift, full of grace, full of strong presence. And destined to have Two of Cup energy here, and you do have it being here with what I see here with the Emperor card and the Empress energy wanting to come through. But this is a complete glow up here too. So I feel like what you did experience here, if you're the Empress, just brought you to this beautiful energy here. You having to know this from within yourselves, being this from day one, but it just taking some work. It's like a diamond in the rough, where diamonds go through fire in order to shine brighter, and boy, do you shine. This is awesome. Card of Aquarius, the healing energy. You're a healer, antidote energy. You know, you may give wonderful solutions to others to help them, but this is also about you helping yourself. I mentioned the Everglades in another reading. I feel like this is a part of that here. But this is going to be your oasis. This is going to be that elevated state, the higher realms, where it's sanctity and it's safety and protection, serenity, peace, harmony, joy, and love. A very, very happy place. The Emperor with that pink and purple hue energy on their throne. I see that here. And I feel too that this Emperor feels this way with the oasis connected to a lot of you here about you. If you're this Empress, they feeling that oasis, boo. They feeling that oasis. That is awesome. Lovely. Alright, so let's see what the next card is. Right, the World card. It's the end of the world as we know it. New cycle. It's like karmic cycle ending. Dreams and destiny beginning. And it's all been in the works here. You know, nothing just comes about. This was created for you before you even landed on this earth. Ending, beginning. This is a card of 21. Creates a 3. But I get this being false representation of that 5 of sword energy of someone wanting to win at all costs, feeling like they're the champion. They're champion, alright. They're champion in this karmic cycle completing. And we'll just go ahead and put this over here. You can see here too the pink and the purple energy and that falseness. The facade, like this Queen of Sword reverse may have even tried to like pretend to be you. I get both that applying for the male and the female energies that are a part of this here, where they want it to be you and your person. They want it to be the Emperor and the Empress. You have to do the work in order to do that, and you also have to be of integrity and honor, higher spirituality, and actually follow through. That being integrity. Having morals and ethics also applies too. And I'm going to move this because that energy was wanting to hone in on this. So this being you here. And you being the truth. And what I'm actually going to do here is put this here. Because this will apply just like that. And then we'll just go ahead and we'll leave that over there. Alright, let's get your final card. Beautiful Pisces risings. I love this. For Pisces rising. Pisces rising. Oh, I was going to say too, the red, gold, and green, that could be significant as far as the Karma Chameleon song by the Culture Club. There's a lot of that in that 6 of Wands card. Pisces rising. Like, look what you have overcome. I feel like you're seeing this here too with the way that the energy wanted to position that card there. And then notice that 6 of Wands is right next to that cup offer of divine. Coming from divine. That's speaking to your divinity. Even more, I should say. Because this is completely divine here. That's super pretty. Pisces rising. Ooh. Look where that landed. Oh, let me stretch here. Okay, let's see what we got. Laid it right on their faces. Gosh dang. Alright, so right away I saw the word visionary. That's Aquarius energy right there with the star. This is the star card doubled pretty much. Last quarter, I feel that will speak to receiving pennies, receiving nada, receiving very little because of the taking that has been a part of what we see here. But last quarter energy is very significant. It's also about the power from within. So this will be the transmuting energy that also will come from the star card. And, you know, taking bullshit. And that's Saturn energy too. Turning ashes into gold. So I get that being about that significance of the physicality of lower vibrational 3D energy. And transmuting that to know the truth of just what the true meaning and the power of the last quarter moon phase really truly means. and then completely like mega manifesting off of this here. So shifting and visionary. Shifting, changing for the better, that being important. There was no shifting here. These are stuck individuals here, possibly no longer here because they have a tower. But shifting and visionary will be applied to the last quarter energy. Last quarter moon is after disseminating moon, which falls after the full moon. So keywords for the last quarter moon are going to be purify, assimilate, meditate, rest, reap, and that was mentioned, recuperate, honor, reflect, evolve. Yes, boo, yes. This reading is so dope, Pisces risings. I love it. This landed right on the faces of these people here as a part of lesson for getting themselves involved with divine beings. It just being their time to transform. And whatever you experienced here, you have understanding. And that being a part of the shifting and visionary energy here. But love is coming together. Success is here. Destiny and fate are also here too. Wishes coming true and being granted. What's designed for you is meant for you and cannot be taken. And this is going above and beyond closed-minded perspective. Beautiful energy. Last quarter, first trilly, boo. Get it. All right, Pisces risings. This was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. The feeling's getting stronger, girl. Peace.